What's going on, people? Tony here, and this is Football Fan TV Weekly, the show that keeps you on track with transfers that have been happening in the week in this January's or the winter transfer season. The transfer is already happening. There are no big moves that have happened, of course, And this is the show where we're going to be telling you, as we did in last week's episode, the transfers that happened, that were about to happen in the course of the week, and all that. Now, this week there's been not a lot of movements in England. The FFP is there, very tight on people, pause, and it's just a lot that is going on in the transfer. They're not going to be very big moves that are going to be happening. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're a first timer, and then also if you like the content, smash the like button, share, and tell someone about the podcast as well. So, which moves have been happening this week? Kieran Trippier was close to joining Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich, through the coach Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel wanted the English right back. Now, Bayern tabled first 12 million on the table, but then Newcastle was not willing to sell. They came back with another improved bid of close to 15 millions, but then Newcastle is not willing to sell. Though Trippier, on the other hand, is ready to join Bayern Munich. But now I don't know how this move is going to be moving on, because the January transfer window is still left with close to a week. So we never know. Maybe late surprises can happen, things can happen, and all that. Also, Inter Milan are close. Actually, they are close to signing Mehdi Taremi as a free agent. Now, Taremi is a free agent, as you know, so he has the freedom right now to talk or negotiate with other teams abroad. So basically, Inter has tied a deal down. Taremi is going to be joining Inter Milan in the summer, that is July. So the contract valid for 2 years with option for further season. There are final details to be discussed after Asian Cup to close the deal, and then here we go will come from Mr. Here we go, of course. Now, still on Kieran Trippier, Bayern director Freund confirms Kieran Trippier deal is off. We only do what we are 100% convinced of. Now, that means Bayern really wanted Trippier, but then Newcastle wasn't willing to sell. On the other hand, the player was ready to move, but then when the club is not willing to sell, you can't go on. You don't have the green light to make a move. Then Ben Godfrey was close or is close to joining Genoa. Now the deal is not easy, according to Fabrizio Romano. He says the deal not easy despite interest and direct talks, as there are more clubs in the race. Everton believe there are better proposals incoming for Godfrey in the next days, and Genoa could use extra UE spot for David Anyake from Sheriff. Now they already have options if they don't get Godfrey. Everton wants some other money for the player, but not the player that is being offered by Genoa. And then Moise Kean is going to be joining Atletico Madrid. We already got the here we go now. Atletico Madrid will pay 500k, that is 500 euros, a loan fee for Moise Kean joining from Juventus. Now, salary covered by Atletico Madrid, deal to be signed and sold in the next days, just waiting on final green light. So Moise Kean is also going to be leaving Juventus on loan until the end of the season to Atletico Madrid. Is that a very good move for him? I think definitely it is, because there's not been getting playing time at Juventus with Vlahovic firing. They also have Milk, and then Chiesa can check in there anytime. So basically, good move for the young Italian striker. Remember Chicharito? Yes, Javier Hernandez. That Chicharito left his boyhood club, Guadalajara, for Manchester United 14 years ago. Now, since then, he has played for Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, West Ham, Sevilla, LA Galaxy, and became Mexico's all-time leading scorer, scoring more than 200 career goals. Now he's headed back to where it all began with Chivas. Isn't that really so nice? Like Ramos moving all to Madrid, PSG, and then he ends up back at Sevilla. That is the same thing that's happening with Chicharito, that is Javier Hernandez, who is going to be going back to his club that he left, his boyhood club that he left 14 years ago. Nice football. Now, Manchester City have finally confirmed that Claudio Echeverri from River Plate is a done deal. Now, it is a 14.5 net fixed fee to River Plate, 9 million in add-ons, performance related. Those ones can be achieved, and then add-ons only related to player, not club titles. Now, staying on loan at River Plate till December 2024, they've signed a very good player. I heard, or I was told, that this player is dubbed as the next Messi, an Argentine next Messi. So we know the City Group is doing good when it comes to scouting and all that. So basically, Evercherry is going to be a good signing, or it's one that we should watch out for. Now, Arsenal, they have an FFP situation which is currently hindering them from signing a player. Now, Arsenal is going to be doing madness probably in the summer because everyone knows that Arsenal needs a striker. For now, they need some defense reinforcements and also they need a midfielder. What is happening with Amadou Onana? Now, we said the FFP situation is currently stalling their efforts to sign Everton midfielder Amadou Onana. However, a sale this month could change everything. If Arsenal sells a player this month or before next week's Thursday deadline, meaning Arsenal could easily get a player in either a defender or a player like Amadou Onana, who they have been tracking for the whole of this January. Also, watch out for Kyle Walker-Peters, who is one of a versatile defender that suits Ateta's profile, and Ateta is looking at probably signing him as the player that is going to be fixing his defense that is having a lot of injuries. You know, Zinchenko can't go very many games fit. Tomiyasu, the same thing. Timber is out until probably March or May. You still don't know. And then, they're actually short there. Then still on Arsenal, they say they are close to the line on FFP, according to David Ornstein. We are not just saying that. In the summer, I do think Arsenal are going to attack the market again. We could see a striker coming. The excitement around Arsenal transfers probably needs to be put on hold for a few months. So transfers are not going to be happening for Arsenal probably in this January, but in the summer, that is going to be something to watch out for. Now, the director of football operations, Richard Garlick, will take the role of Arsenal's managing director in the summer of 2024, the club confirms. Now, Vinay announced that he would be leaving the club on a very good ground. So it is tipped that Richard Garlick is going to be the one taking over the managing director role at Arsenal. So that is something outside the field or outside transfers in Arsenal. Behind the scenes is happening and all that. Now, Chelsea is considering a potential move for John Duran, the Colombian striker from Aston Villa, as Matlow reported. Now, no decision has been made yet. Internal talks taking place on next steps. It will also be based on Broha's future. Now, Broha might leave Chelsea this month, either on loan or permanently, but the Duran transfer can only happen if Chelsea either loans out Armando Broja or sells him permanently. Now, there's direct contact scheduled to decide on Duran and Broja too. Now, Aston Villa is also linked with Broja. Aston Villa, on the other hand, want a player called Rogers. He scored against Chelsea in the Carabao. You know that kid who plays for Middlesbrough. So he's one of the players Aston Villa is looking at to sign. So, yeah, this week there's been a lot of madness happening. Now, Nemanja Matic is going to be joining Olympic Lyon. This medical was booked for Friday, today actually, and then the contract will be valid until 2026, being prepared now. Done, confirmed. It's a here we go from Mr. Here we go. So, which other transfers are there? Eric Maxine Choupo Moting is being linked with a move to Manchester United. Manchester United is also another club that people know that doesn't have a striker or they need a striker desperately. They brought in Hoyland, unproven, but he has been hot and cold. Champions League was hot, but in the Premier League he has been cold. So they're looking at Eric Maxine Choupo Moting, a very experienced player that is going to be coming in probably to up them and help them for the rest of the season. Martial is injured for the next 10 months. He has undergone a surgery and is not going to be available. And it is confirmed that he's not going to be leaving this month, but he's going to be leaving in the summer when his contract is done. Have you liked the content or not? Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment. Which transfer did you think I left out? Which player do you think will be moving in this January? Do you think there's going to be a very big transfer that's going to be happening or not? Leave us a comment. And this has been the FFTV Weekly here with me. I'm out.